Good morning, student. Go through the question number 9. From the following particulars, compute taxable capital gain of Mr. Shankar. He is a resident for the assessment year 2019-20. See here, assets given, date of purchase given, cost of the asset given, fair market value given, date of sale given, sale price and selling expenses given. Selling expenses nothing but realization expenses. Number 1, house property. It was purchased on 1st December 2007. Cost, it means acquisition cost or the purchase cost 75,000. Fair market value not given. Date of sale 1st October 2018. That is 1st October 2018 or previous year. Sale price 15 lakh. This is the gross sale consideration. Selling expenses 20,000. 20,000 it is a realization expenses. To sell the house property he has incurred 20,000 expenses. Second one, personal jewelry. Personal jewelry, date of purchase in 78, cost 12,000, fair market value 20,000 and in date of sale 18, 2000. Sale price 3 lakh and selling expenses 4,500. Next one, listed debenture. It was purchased on 2007. Cost, purchase cost is 50,000. No fair market value, but it was sold on 1st February 2019. Sale price 2 lakh and selling expenses 1,000. Personal car, the date of purchase 1st December 2012. Cost 30,000. Fair market value 1st April 2001. Date of sale 1st January 2019. Sale price 12,000. No selling expenses for personal car. See, the personal car is exempted from capital gain because the car used for personal purpose. But here personal jewelry cannot be treated as a personal asset because here though they mentioned it is a personal jewelry, they sold. It was sold and as on 1st April 2001 fair market value given. So when the fair market value given in the problem, then we need to calculate as a capital asset. Remember, personal jewelry ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಇದು ಪರ್ಸನಲ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್ ಯಾಕೆ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ದೋ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಪರ್ಸನಲ್ ಬಟ್ ಫೇರ್ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಗಿವನ್ ಡ್ಯೂರಿಂಗ್ ದಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಫೇರ್ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ವಾಸ್ 20,000. So we need to calculate personal jewelry but we can ignore personal car. Urban agriculture land. Rural agriculture land is exempted from capital gain but urban agriculture land is taxable. Date of purchase 1st December 85, cost 48,000, fair market value 45,000, date of sale 1st March 2019, sale price 8,50,000, selling expenses 30,000. In additional information, go to the additional information. He purchased a new agricultural land on 31st March 2019 for rupees 1 lakh. He purchased a new agricultural land on 31st March 2019 for rupees 1 lakh. Cost inflation index they given. Computation of taxable income from capital gain. We have to complete income from capital gain for all the assets. Here, see, you can calculate one by one. House property, after that listed debenture, later personal urban agri, like that you can calculate, or even you can calculate at a time all the asset by creating different columns. Here resident is the Mr. Shankar. He previous year 2018-19, assessment year 2019-20. First house property, second one personal jewelry. Though the jewelry is personal, if fair market value mentioned in the problem, then we have to calculate as a either short-term capital asset or long-term capital asset. Next one, listed debenture. Ignore the personal car. At the end, you can write the note. Personal car is not a capital asset, so it is exempted from capital gain, like that. Last one, urban agriculture land. First here, we need to take nature of capital asset means the house property. See, you have to Decide the given asset is short-term capital asset or the long-term capital asset. House property purchased in 2007 and it was sold on 2018. The difference is more than 3 years, so it is treated as a long-term capital asset. Personal jewelry. The personal jewelry, it was purchased in 78 and it was sold on 2018. Again, difference between purchase and sale more than 3 years, so it is treated as long-term capital asset. Next, listed debenture. The listed debenture was purchased in 2007 and it was sold on 2019 February. It means in your previous year. Though debenture is long-term capital asset because difference between purchase and sale is more than 1 year, but we cannot treat as a index. We cannot apply the index for debenture. Last one, urban agricultural land. Urban agriculture land was purchased in 85 and it was sold on 2019. So difference between purchase and sale more than 3 years. So it is long-term capital asset. Remember, listed debenture, the difference between purchase and sale more than 1 year. We can treat as a long-term capital asset, but index is not applicable for debenture. See, first we need to take a gross sale consideration. This is the sale price, sale proceed, or maybe the amount recorded in the books of account. This is all one and same. So sale price for house property 15 lakh, personal jewelry 3 lakh, and for listed debenture 2 lakh, and for agriculture land 8,50,000 minus realization expenses or selling expenses or transfer expenses. For house property 20,000, for personal jewelry 4,500. So look into the last column of the question. And for listed debenture 1,000 and urban agriculture land 30,000. Therefore, net sale consideration 14,80,000, 15 lakh minus 20,000. Here personal jewelry 2,95,000. For listed debenture 1,99,000 and for urban agriculture land 8,20,000. From that you have to deduct indexed cost of acquisition. All are capital asset, so index is applicable except for debenture. So you know the formula to calculate index cost of acquisition. Please here note down index cost of acquisition formula. Cost of acquisition divided by acquired year index into sales year index. So here house property was cost is here. This is the cost. Cost means purchase cost 75,000. It was purchased on 2007 means 2007-8 index 129 is applicable and sales year 2018-19. This is the sales year. So 2018-19 index is 280. So answer indexed cost of acquisition for house property 1,62,791. For personal jewelry, cost of acquisition is 20,000. See here, cost of acquisition before 2001 given because it was purchased on in the year 78 and fair market value given as on 1st April 2001. If cost of acquisition before 2001 given, then you have to compare with the fair market value and you have to take greater value. So here cost of acquisition or fair market value, whichever is higher. Here higher is fair market value. Remember, divided by 100 because for 2001 the index is 100. For 78 no index. So we are considering index of 2001 2 and sales year index 280. So answer 56,000. For listed debenture, as we know that for debenture no index applicable. So here cost of acquisition we need to take directly. So cost of acquisition that is 50,000. And for urban agriculture land, so it was purchased on in it was purchased in 85. There is a fair market value as on 2001. So cost 48,000 or 45,000 whichever is here because fair market value as on 2001 given, cost of acquisition before 2000 is there. So you have to compare and you have to take greater value. So 48,000 divided by before 2001 no index, so base year index that is 2001 to 100. into sales year index, sales year 2018-19 to 80. So 1,34,400. Therefore, gross long-term capital gain. Please note down, dear student, for while in question or in answer for personal jewelry, make the comparison with the fair market value and cost of acquisition, and for agriculture land also fair market value, whichever is greater to be considered. Therefore, long-term gross capital gain 14,80,000 minus 1,62,791, 13,17,209. For jewelry, 2,95,500 minus 56,000, 2,35,500. For listed debenture, 1,99,000 minus 50,000, 1,49,000. For urban agriculture land, 8,20,000 minus 1,34,400, that is 6,85,600. And in additional information, there is one point. He purchased a new agriculture land as on 31st March 2019 for rupees 1 lakh. So we know that purchase of agriculture land, sale of agriculture land, and new purchase of agriculture land will come under section 54B. So we can give the exemption here for urban agricultural land. So we have to give exemption for only urban agriculture land because it is related, the information is related to agriculture land. For house property, no exemption. For personal jewelry, no exemption. For listed debenture also no exemption. But for urban agriculture land, there is exemption, that is rupees 1 lakh. So you have to compare with the gross capital gain 6,86,5,600 or amount deposited in capital gain account plus new agriculture land amount, that is 1 lakh. There is no amount deposited under capital gain account. So only 1 lakh or 6,85,000. Itara compare maadi exemption kodbeku, whichever is less than. So net long-term capital gain for house property 13,17,209. For personal jewelry 2,39,500. For listed debenture 1,49,000, and for urban agriculture land 5,85,600. And you have to write the note which we are not considered as a capital asset. Here your personal car is considered as a personal asset. So at the end, because it will carry the marks, so take down the note, personal car is not a capital asset. It is fully exempted from tax under income from capital gain. Thank you.